Good evening, Professor Johnston. My name's Adam Russler, and here with me is Robert Kelly, the NBA Commissioner. And tonight, I'm so very thankful that he could just give me time to discuss this little topic we're going to talk about. First off, I just want to state, everybody loves sports. And for example, the game of basketball, everybody loves it. I mean, it's such a great game, such great entertainment. And also, what's it called? But I do feel though that it has been tainted a little bit. I think it's a little tarnished. Sorry, tarnished. All right.
It's not funny.
It's not funny. All right, the rules have been tainted just a little bit. A couple years back, NBA Commissioner here, Robert, made a rule where anybody under the age of 20 and who has less than a year out of high school cannot enter the NBA draft. So for the solution, the kids have either gone to college for a year and then jumped right out and went to the NBA, or they've gone to Europe and they played there for a year and come back to the NBA draft. So, first off, it's good in some ways and it's also bad. And it's good in some ways where, my team, let's just say the Duke Blue Devils, they got this highly recruited guy. He's such a great guy. He's gonna win basketball games for us. He's gonna do so much of this and that now, and he's gonna win us ball games. Bottom line, he's gonna win us ball games, which in college basketball right now is probably the biggest deal at the moment. And so the recruiters will go out and they'll do anything they can to find these recruits. They're called one and dones. That's what they've been called lately. And so they go out and they find these one and done. So these one and done recruits, they go into college for 1 year. They don't really go. They know they're going to be out of college next year, so they don't really care about their grades. They only just care about enough just to pass. Also, they don't really care about the team. They're just here. They're just at the team just to just get in the NBA. So it's basically another practice year for them, just like high school. And so they get treated like gods, and they get treated with like special opportunities, and they get the best teachers. They get all these like little tidbits of have this shirt, have these shoes, and get all this memorability stuff. And so for another year they are treated like gods. And for the cause of the rule, or what the rule is supposed to enforce, was they're supposed to be more mature when they enter a draft. So when they get all this money, they can they'll be more responsible with it. They won't get in as much trouble. And so, but the problem with that is they're still treated like gods, like I said earlier, and they still get they get all these extra special treatments, and once again they still do the same mistakes as they did if they were 18 years old. So yes, I understand where the 20 comes in, but those 2 years difference is not going to be much if they still get treated the same. So I really do believe that it's not going to work out. But another option that seems to work out more than others is they actually go over to Europe. The bad thing about that is they have to leave America for a whole year, leave their family behind, leave their home behind, and they go to a place they don't know about, and they go to a whole country they don't know about, to a different league that they don't know about, and they just play basketball there. That's all they do. They have to start over, make new friends. But a good thing about that is it's kind of a pre-NBA. It's not as much high price. It's not near as much pressure or anything like that. But they're still traded. They're still treated like property, really. So they get that feeling of, I'm number one. I'm special. I'm treated like a god. That feeling goes away. And then they go into the NBA draft, and then they're more prepared mentally. They're more mentally ready for the NBA. But the problem now, the biggest problem though is coming back to America, where these recruiters, they go out and they try to find these one and doners. The problem is when they go find them, everybody else is trying to find them too. So they actually have to cut the corners and actually break some violations. So it's becoming more bad for the NCAA, as for the fact they can't do what they can to recruit normally. They have to go beyond their expectations. They have to cut corners. They have to break rules just to get one recruit, just one guy who really doesn't even care about the school. He just wants to get the NBA. So, and I can go on and on with the list. First of all, USC, O.J. Mayo. He was a great career there. Only 1 year. He led this team to a Sweet 16, and he's treated like a star athlete. He started every game. He's leading scorer on the team. He was a great player there. But their coach recently just got fired for NCAA violations. And so now he's out of a job, and they had to get a new guy, and now USC's not what it was. And obviously the college got taxed heavily, and now they have to pay the super fine to the NCAA officials. So how are they going to pay for that is by raising tuitions for the students. So it affects every college student that goes to that campus or wants to go to that campus. Another thing is another example is Derrick Rose. He got somebody to take his SAT for him, but they not sign their name as Derrick Rose.
That's not even fair.
It really isn't. But so they eventually caught him, and he actually led his team to the national championship game. He lost even though he lost, he still had a Final Four appearance, and that coach actually had to take away that Final Four appearance. So he might say he's been to a Final Four, but he has no proof that he ever went to a Final Four. And for every little stat book or chart, there'll always be a star by that Memphis team, as they're the team who had that recruiting violation with that one player. So these guys, it doesn't affect the players at all, because now they're all in the NBA. They're all doing great, and they're all making tons of money, and they're still spending it like they would have if they're 18 years old. And so it affects every college student who goes to that campus. It affects the organization. It affects the coaches. They'll either get fired or they'll just leave with a bad name and bad taste in the fans' mouth. And so actually, I have thought of some solutions for it. First off, I think Robert here should either get rid of the rule or make it more defined. I believe that that it should be allowed that if they come out of high school, they could go 1 year into the Europe League, where it's a pre-NBA, which is it's kind of hard because you still have to pay your money to go to Europe. You have to pay to live there. You have to do all that, but you do get paid as you go and play over there. I think that's a great idea. It makes the players more mentally ready and more They makes them more smart as well. Another option is I think they should raise the age limit to the age of 23. So that means if they decide to do go to college, they'll have to stay there for at least 3 years. So that might sound a lot, but that's just the same as the college football game is right now. So you're going from a 20-year-old to a 23-year-old. In those 3 years of college, they will learn what it takes to be a team member, and they will get a degree. I mean, might not finish their degree plan, but they will almost essentially get a degree, and they will be more mature, and they will, they'll make better decisions with their money and not do stupid things, as you see many NBA players do who get, quote-unquote, overpaid. These guys stay here for that much longer, so you have this awesome recruit who comes to, we'll go with the example again, Duke. He comes to Duke, and he stays for 3 years, so he's basically, the players, the fans like him, the players like him. He's become a legend there. He's left his name with a good taste. He's better for it. Like, it's better to the college for it because they don't have to cut corners to get their recruit anymore. They can just do it the right way and not get fined for it, not get a bad reputation for it either. So he'll stay there for 3 years. He'll actually do something there. He'll actually, he'll set records. He'll, make the team better as a whole. He just won't be there for 1 year and ditch them. I understand why the NBA did what they did, but I don't understand why they made the limit at 20. So I'm trying to persuade Robert here that they should need to change the age to 23 or make everyone go to Europe if they want to play in the NBA. And now as us, I think we need to either protest or we just need to tell the NBA that or the NCAA that there will always be violations unless they change this rule, which it really doesn't hurt the NBA much, but if we can petition it, because the NBA is affecting college basketball, and whether they like it or not, they will always affect it. But as fans, we need to be able to tell them, hey, this is wrong. This is what we believe. We love our old college basketball game. We don't want our school to get corrupt. We have to raise tuition, so eventually we have to pay for it as college students. That's about all I have to say. I hope, Robert, here that you heard what you needed to hear, and
You really convinced me, Adam. I think I'm going to change the rules. That was the best persuasion speech I have ever heard in my life.
Thank you, Robert.
I hope you all feel the same.
All right. Professor Johnston,